This is tough to navigate. You ever realize that your studio is just a little too small and it makes it a little silly trying to navigate cords and all this stuff? If this cord was 7 feet longer, my life would be 7 feet easier. Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm about to chauffeur Ryan Reynolds for free, but here goes nothing. Welcome back to Budget Jams, where I'm inviting all of you to come along with me on my financial journey. As many of you know, I am on a journey to save money and reduce my overall expenses, and gang, I think I have just found the easiest layup I've stumbled on in a minute. Cell phone bills and companies are just one of my least favorite things in the world. And I have been passively paying what I now realize to be an insane amount of money for honestly very standard service at best, when an alternative, cheaper solution has been clogging up my YouTube ads for actual years. Now, I have been with T-Mobile, which was formerly known as Sprint, rest in peace, essentially since I graduated college, and I thought I was on what was a good competitive plan for unlimited data, talk, and texting. Every few years, I would turn in my old phone, get a new one, and then basically pay on a payment plan for both that phone and then also my standard rate for my T-Mobile service. And again, I kept this up for years, and most recently, about the last 3 years or so, I've been paying T-Mobile $67.89 every month, which means I've been giving them $814.68 every year. I think I had convinced myself that it was way more arduous and complicated to find a new mobile phone provider, that there wasn't going to be a possibility that I could get a better rate or decent coverage if I ended up switching away from T-Mobile. But then it finally dawned on me that I was just being apathetic about the entire process. I wasn't putting in the work to figure out if it would be difficult to change phone plans or if there was even better or cheaper coverage available elsewhere. So enter Ryan Reynolds, and more specifically, Mint Mobile. And let me just make a quick aside that this video is not sponsored by Mint Mobile at all. This is just my own anecdotal opinions about the experience that I've been having. We have all seen Mint Mobile's ads on YouTube, and I think if you haven't already switched coverage at this point, those commercials have basically just become background noise to a minor dissociative state while you wait for the next YouTube video to play. But in a fit of frustration with T-Mobile, I did finally click on a Mint Mobile banner ad one day just to see what was going on during their new customer special offer, and wow. Now, not only did I get an incredible offer of unlimited data, talk, and text for $15 a month for the first 3 months, Mint Mobile also has incredible walkthroughs on how to change from your current carrier over to Mint. I was so thankful that Mint already had all of these resources on their website, because I think the part that I was most nervous about was literally just the process of changing carriers, canceling with T-Mobile, because even as a regular longtime customer, any interaction that I'd ever had with customer service had been maddening and frustrating at best. Now, this is anecdotal to my experience only, but with Mint's walkthrough and some sheer dumb luck of getting a very capable representative at T-Mobile, this process of switching from T-Mobile to Mint went incredibly smoothly for me. So just be warned that your mileage may vary in this experience. I made one phone call to T-Mobile to confirm that I would be ending my service and just to confirm all of my final payments that might potentially be due. Please do this so that you do not get ambushed by anything. The last thing you want to do when you're trying to save money is have a sneaky little bill come through because you didn't dot your I's and cross your T's or cross your J's or up your G's. Who am I? That was so weird. What was that? Now, fortunately, timing had worked out for me because I had just paid my T-Mobile bill a week before switching to Mint, so I was in really good shape. I didn't owe anything for my actual service, and actually, when it's all said and done, I got $21 back. The only other factor was the remaining balance due on my phone. I owed $166 and some change on my iPhone, and I just paid that off in one final chunk to wipe away the debt so that T-Mobile could unlock my phone and allow it to be transferred to Mint Mobile. All right, so as a quick step-by-step process of what I did to switch from T-Mobile to Mint, here is what I did in order. I took Mint's introductory offer and paid the $45 plus tax. This then opened a fairly large window of time when I would be able to set up my eSIM card and transfer my number, as well as close my account with T-Mobile. I then called T-Mobile, confirmed all the expenses that I owed, and obtained the needed info and codes that I needed to release my phone and transfer over to Mint. I then immediately paid off the remaining balance on my phone, and after waiting a day to get confirmation that the phone was paid off, I completed the swap to Mint, set up my eSIM, transferred my number. After about 25 minutes, everything was done, and I have been rocking and rolling ever since with hardly a break in coverage. Now, I'm being a little reductive on what those steps look like, so please go on to Mint Mobile's website. I'll have a link in the description below. Be sure to check out the walkthrough for your own phone carrier and, just Take your time, do your research. I spent probably 3 or 4 days just making sure that I understood the process as granularly as I could. I think I was probably more worried about it than I actually needed to be, but I'm a particular person and that's what worked for me. Do what you got to do for you. Now, even with paying off the rest of my phone in full and knowing that my cell bill after this introductory offer is going to be about $30 a month for unlimited data, calling, and texting, I'm already going to save so much money with Mint Mobile in year one. So, recapping, if I had stayed with T-Mobile, my total expenses would have added up to $721.30 this year. Now, let's compare that to Mint Mobile, where my total cost for this year is going to be $15 times 3 months for the introductory rate, plus $30 times 9 months for the regular cost, which equals $315. Add the $166.49 that I needed to do to pay off my phone to T-Mobile, and my grand savings total just this year is $239.81. And going forward, I should be saving at a minimum close to $300 a year after that. So with all these savings, the silliest thing to me in total is that my service literally isn't even changing since Mint uses T-Mobile cell phone towers and service. So all I'm doing is paying less for exactly what I was getting before. Now, this one change I've made is going to stack up with many others, which is going to help reduce my overall expenses and keep more money in my pockets going forward. Now, again, this video isn't sponsored by anyone, but I do have a few Mint Mobile referral codes left for this year. So if you are thinking about switching and you're doing the research and you're watching this video, you might as well use the link in the description down below. Get yourself a little bit of extra credit, and it helps me out, at least on my phone bill as well. But that's everything I have for today, gang. Please remember to be good, be careful, be good and careful. Thanks for watching, and happy savings. We'll see you again soon.